Welcome to weekly NISH news broadcast. Regional news. The government will take legal measures under the Kerala Public Health Act and under the provisions of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita if people resort to unconventional and unscientific methods of childbirth at home, which can pose serious threat to the lives of mothers and newborn babies, Health Minister Veena George said. The government will also consider it a serious offense if people take to social media to promote home births as a better option, she added while chairing a meeting of the Health Rapid Response Team at Thiruvananthapuram. The Kerala government will ink an agreement with the union government as a part of receiving the centre's share of 817.80 crore Viability Gap Fund (BGP) for the Vizhinjam International Port. After months of uncertainty, a cabinet meeting held in the last week of March decided to accept the central share of VGF for the seaport project. Kerala University has given shape a full-fledged campaign to combat the growing concern of drug abuse in educational institutions. University Vice Chancellor in charge, Mohanan Kunnumal, recently convened a meeting of senior officials on the topic of anti-drug activities in educational institutions. Over to national news. The Registrar General of India's office has cautioned private and government hospitals that they must report incidents of birth and death within 21 days after it was found that many medical institutions were flouting the law, delaying universal registration. Instead of immediately reporting births and deaths, many hospitals are waiting for relatives to request it or even directing relatives to report it themselves, the RGI said. The National Green Tribunal (NGT) has warned that it may summon the Chief Secretary of Kerala or the failure of the authorities to file the reports giving the correct picture on the reasons for the devastating Wayanad landslides on July 30, 2024. The southern bench of the tribunal, which took suo motu notice of a newspaper report on the disaster, has expressed its displeasure over the response of the authorities while pointing out that the Kerala State Disaster Management Authority has not yet filed its report on the landslides. Employees subscribing to Social Security schemes of the Retirement Fund Body (EPFO) can now generate Universal Provident Fund Account Number (UAN) and related services through face authentication, Union Labour Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said on March 8. To generate UAN, an employee will have to open the UMANG app and follow steps on UAN allotment and activation through face authentication. After Aadhaar based verification, UAN will be generated and sent by SMS to the mobile number mentioned in the Aadhaar database. After generating UAN, the employee can download the UAN card from the UMANG app or member portal. Over to international news. Tens of thousands of protesters flooded the streets of major U.S. cities on Saturday to oppose the divisive policies of President Donald Trump in the largest demonstration since his return to the White House. Opponents of the Republican president's policies, from government staffing cuts to trade tariffs and eroding civil liberties, rallied in Washington, New York, Houston, Florida, Colorado, and Los Angeles, among other locations. In Washington, thousands of demonstrators, many traveling from across the United States, gathered on the National Mall, where dozens of speakers rallied opposition to Trump. Over to sports news. Kottayam will host Kerala's most lucrative Grandmaster Chess Tournament from April 30 to May 7. The event, the first Grandmaster International Open Tournament organized by the Kottayam Chess Academy, will have a total prize money of 30 lakh rupees. Competition will be held under two categories: A category April 30 to May 7 and B category May 1st to 3rd at the KPS Menon Hall and the Althusa Convention Center. 26 foreign players from some 12 countries have been confirmed, and more than 15 GMs, including 11 from abroad, are expected for the tournament. The total cost of the event could be around 75 lakh rupees. With this news, we come to the end of the weekly NISH news broadcast. I am Aditya Kumar, Assistant ISL Teacher at NISH, signing the news for you along with Miss Sylvie Maximena, NISH faculty. See you again next week. Thank you.